everyone, and welcome back to Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair, Blind. In the last one, okay, it was another episode where not much happened. Alright, I'm sorry that I'm so slow. Okay. What we did was sort out our rooms, and well, I guess we also slept, technically. And Monokuma gave us the worst Monokuma theater. Because honestly, I'm running out of ideas. And now we're here. And in a couple of minutes, hopefully, we'll go talk to Gundham and finish it. Well, no, we won't finish his free time events today. We'll finish them tomorrow in Universe, which will also probably, well, potentially be tomorrow when I upload this. You know, I could really just say next episode. It would be so much easier to do that instead of trying to predict my own schedule when I come to uploading these. I mean, then again, you know, for the most part, I should be able to tell. Let's not. I'm just gonna waste more time. Okay, so I can only look at the bookshelves, right? So, let's see. What's on this bookshelf? Monokuma's Cute Meaty Diary, Volume 1. What is this? This is Monokuma's diary? Has that guy been keeping a diary this whole time? Oh, sure, why not?
Greetings! I am the Monokuma in charge of Monokuma. I'm the only one who looks good in a fresh salmon jacket. Anyway, it's still pretty recent, but I've made a tremendously huge discovery. And I shall share it with you guys, starting now! First, squat like you're sitting in an invisible chair, and put your hands behind your thighs. Then hold that position as you raise your thighs. If you keep raising higher and higher, don't you think you'd start floating higher and higher into the air? You would, right? Right? Isn't this amazing? Isn't this a revolutionary discovery that'll cause a reform in traffic laws? But I can't do it. I don't have thighs. Boner.
I mean, he kinda does. Because he has knees, I think. Based on that statue right there, he kind of has knees. And he definitely has elbows. So, I mean, he technically has thighs. Looks like there are several volumes to this diary, but what should I do? Can I read more? What's on this bookshelf? Monokuma's Cute Meaty Diary, Volume 2. I'm bored anyway. Let's take a quick peek at it.
Hey, man! What's up? Monokuma, aka Monokuma, is in the house! Straight out of Danganronpa!
Oh god, Kurakuma is back! Oh my god. My least favorite Monokuma. Wait, don't shoot! I was just about to go donate to charity! Oh my god, I hate him, but I kind of love him.
I'm in Tokyo. Just got here, yo. I'm the best. No contest. My business is such a success. I'm a psycho pop beefy cute little bear. Make me a t-shirt and watch me shake my derriere. Yo! Are you stunned by the ill skill of my funky fresh rhymes? Mad love to all my Monokuma heads. I'm crying from all the passionate love I'm feeling, man. Hey, you! I'm your neighborhood say who? I'm no Bruce, but I'm still a boss. Discount soy sauce!
The fuck am I reading?
Everybody clap your hands. You got a Danganronpa, baby. Amen.
Looks like there's still several volumes to this diary. What should I do? Read more! I need to know! What's on this bookshelf? Monokuma's Cute Meaty Diary, Volume 3. I'm bored anyway. Let's take a quick peek at it.
I would like to talk about how I became Monokuma. Back then, I was just a lowly salaryman who worked for a food company. One day, when I was helping my lover, Juliet, conduct research on stuffed animals, I was attacked by assassins and sustained critical injuries, which drastically changed my appearance. From there, I received emergency surgery from Juliet and obtained a body made of cotton and metal. And that's how I obtained superhuman powers. And so I became Super Monokuma and began my revenge against the assassins who attacked me.
You know, now I really wish that there was a Super Monokuma in Ultra Despair Girls. That would have been so good. Looks like there's still several volumes to this diary. Read more! What's on this? Monokuma's Cute Meaty Diary, Volume 4. It has such a mysterious charm to it. I can't stop reading! I know, right? That's just Monokuma in a nutshell. He's shit. No, you hate him. He sucks. But you also love him. Because he's just mysteriously charming.
I like power. I hate powerless idiots, even though I'm too familiar with them.
Hey. Don't jab at us.
I'm also loved by everyone today. Oh, by the way, this is Monokuma. Today I shall tell you the circumstances leading up to my appearance in Danganronpa. I guess it all started around 1905.
So Monokuma, you're wait, no, actually, you're over 100 years old.
You might know it as the year Bloody Sunday occurred in St. Petersburg. My manager received an offer to appear in a game by a certain company.
In 1905?
However, my manager was actually a salmon. Plus, she was on the verge of laying her eggs, so she was extremely busy. Because of that, she was only able to write a memo that said, "Offer from Game Company S." It's pretty impressive that a salmon could even write a memo.
Yeah, touche. Yeah.
Anyway, I was able to instantly figure it out just by looking at the memo. It meant Spike Chunsoft. My genius, 100% cotton brain decided that this was an important offer that would change my life. A game company known as Company S. It's obviously that fearsome first-rate company that gets bashed online. You know, the four-sided one.
What? Sony? I mean... The four-sided one? I'm gonna go with Sony.
I immediately put on some clothes and headed for Company S. However, even though it was called Company S, it wasn't actually the four-sided one. It was a company that's famous for lots of reasons called Spike Chunsoft. There we go. Spice Chinsoft? Space Chincraft? Oh well. Anyway, when I found out who they were, I felt so rejected that my strings started to fray. However, I'm a professional. I was touched by the producer's enthusiasm, aka cash, and I willingly consented to their offer. And that's how I ended up in Danganronpa.
Oh, drag queen Monokuma. Drag queen Monokuma. Drag queen Monokuma. Oh my god. I mean, I guess that's basically what Monomi is, eh?
Danganronpa? Paul, like, oh well. Anyway, as punishment for making me misunderstand, I decided to eat my wife for dinner that night. Literally. And ever since then, my eyes have been open to the tasty flavor of salmon.
Okay, your wife was a salmon. She was also your secretary? And she was laying your eggs. Looks like there are still several volumes! Come on! We need this! What's on this bookshelf? Monokuma's Cute Meaty Diary, Volume 5. I've come this far, I can't stop now!
Hello, I'm Monokuma. Today I shall teach you the best way to arrange a meeting with me. I'll bet you guys want to see me so badly. You're like a bunch of dogs, barking like crazy and stretching your leashes to their limit. So, first you need to prepare your money. Ideally, you want to prepare around $88.
Well, I'm gonna have a bit of an issue with that, Monokuma.
Danganronpa 2 should cost about $44, including sales tax. Just like life, it's important to take any action with plenty of money in your hands.
Is this the same, is this the same as that one Monokuma theater in Danganronpa 1 where he's like,
You should recommend Danganronpa 1 to all your friends. Next, head over to the nearest video game store and tell a staff member, I want to buy Danganronpa 2. Make sure you say it real loud so the other customers in the store hear you. I want to buy Danganronpa 2, starring the famously cute Monokuma. The staff will tenderly bring you the item, as if they're carrying a newborn infant. And if you just give them money in exchange, you'll be able to splendidly obtain Danganronpa 2. But wait! Don't rush! The game will be wrapped with clear plastic that you must rip open. That's right, rip off the plastic. The only person who has any right to rip off the plastic is the first person to buy it. Rip off the plastic gently, as if you're undressing a lover.
Rip and gently, fair, fine.
Once you finish with that, you'll be able to take the game card out of the case. All you have to do now is insert the game card into your PS Vita. But once again, don't rush. After you take out the game card, you must intentionally break it in half. Why would I do something so crazy? Is what you might be wondering, but don't worry. The fact that you prepared more than enough money will be very useful here. You must immediately return to the video game store and yell loudly at the staff. Please give me another copy of Danganronpa 2, starring the modern-day sex symbol, Monokuma. If you follow these orders, you'll finally be able to meet me. Yep, wasn't that an amazing lecture? I haven't said anything impossible. Seriously.
With this, I finished reading every volume of Monokuma's diary. Took me a while, but now I feel this pleasant exhaustion, as if I accomplished something important. Yeah, right. Oh, I wonder if there's an achievement for that. I've turned the achievements off, but I kind of wonder if there is. What's on this bookshelf? Oh my god, is this going to be an entire episode of the Monokuma archive? Because this is looking to be longer than I thought it would be.
Monokuma's latest work. There's no way my little sister is this incompetent. After all, Monomi is such a dumb child.
Does this mean Monomi? Don't tell me he writes articles when he's bored. Oh, what? We aren't going to get to read it? Oh, that's a cheap move. Cheap move, Hajime. You coward. What's on this bookshelf?
Despair Boys, Monokuma's successful youth edition.
Oh, that was him. Oh, what a shitty title. Well, speak for yourself, Hajime. Wait, hang on a sec.
Famous Monokuma quotes, Volume 1. Here's one free massage ticket. Of course, you're the one who's gonna give the massage. However, if you keep using the free massage ticket, you'll eventually master the massage fist. Never underestimate the power of the massage fist. It will impress Kempo masters around the world.
Is there, Yeah, there he is! thought I saw you. So that's everyone then. I've got all 5 of them. Nice. Is there more? There are more quotes? Yes!
Famous Monokuma quotes, Volume 2. I'm a bear. I have no pockets. Bear, bear. I'm a bear. Famous Monokuma quotes, Volume 3. I was hiding between the asphalt and the white line in the Metropolitan Expressway, but nobody saw me. I got really lonely and depressed, but I didn't cry. I held it in until I went to bed.
Hey, that actually did happen in Ultra Despair Girls, I'm pretty sure. Just Monokumas appeared in the road. I think it was when we were, I think it was in Chapter 4?
Famous Monokuma quotes, Volume 4. I couldn't be proper and serious. That definitely describes me when I'm around salmon.
That's definitely okay, never mind. Monokuma just, you lose yourself in front of your salmon wife.
What, you don't know? What, you don't know? It's common sense if you're in New York. Volume 6. Huh? I've never seen you before. Were you ever one of my servants? Hey, if you're my servant, tell me your servant number.
Okay, famous Monokuma quote, Volume 7.
Tuna isn't a bird because it can't fly. With this, I finished presenting my proof.
Okay, well, now I'm interested in the larger context of that one. Well, you may...
Just because I'm a bear doesn't mean I lick honey all the time. Judging me like that is a form of harassment.
Hey, yeah, profiling, man.
At my seaside veranda, I sip mint tea and watch special features about shocking videos on TV. Only during this peaceful time am I released from the darkness in my heart.
Oh, wow, I can't believe we've got to look into Monokuma's hobbies.
By transcending all living creatures, all the ladies are under my dominion.
Oh my god, there's more.
It's still fine to say, no, that's wrong, but I will never allow, no, that's wrong, lol.
Danganronpa fandom, we're looking at you.
I accept all comers. Those who leave me will be torn limb from limb. Or in a baby voice, whim from whim.
Oh my god, how many are there?
Let's talk about something that happened a while ago, back when I was still at the safari park. At the time, the park was on the decline. Everyone there was ignoring the rules and doing whatever they wanted. Those guys had no order at all. It was a wild world where the weak fall victim to the strong. During this time, I happened to meet a nice guy named Gorillo. As you can guess from his name, he was a pig. Gorillo was bullied at the park a lot. I was about to say parking lot. I dislike bullying, so I stood up for him. I used my assassination fist that I developed with radio exercises and beat all those guys in the park by force. To be continued.
Oh, please, Monokuma, don't cuck me here.
After conquering the park, I became the overlord of the park in both name and reality. I should be thankful to Gorillo. He was the one who gave me the opportunity to fight. I'm not exaggerating when I say that he helped me become the bear I am today. I don't normally say it because it's embarrassing, but I should take this opportunity to thank him. Gorillo, thanks to you, I was able to become strong. The taste of the pork broth ramen and deep-fried pork cutlets I ate afterward were the best. When I tried to eat them, it was too oily for me to finish. Sorry about that. If you're reincarnated, become a pig again. I'll probably be able to eat oily food by then. That's all for now. Bye now.
Is that it? Nope, there's more. Oh, God. Okay, well, I mean, he didn't even really leave it up to general vagueness there. He really does just eat all his...
I found it! I found the nipple! It stood up! The nipple stood up! Oh, it was just a dream.
Who is quoting these? Oh my god, is that... Oh my god.
If you're gonna lie, I'm gonna shoot you with a smelly liquid from my body. I'm good at rock, paper, scissors. Even though I can only make paper, I'll attack you with all my paper, with all my might, so I usually win.
Yeah, fair enough. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Shouldn't you be more complacent? It's hard to do things for other people, but you should be able to do it if you're doing it for yourself. So I think you should be more I think you should more complacent. And then I think you and others will be satisfied. I feel so complacent about myself for saying such a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Why are you taking this game so seriously?
Okay, that's just a call out. Excuse you, Monokuma. I take this game very seriously, if you couldn't tell by the fact that I've spent 20 minutes in this archive, and literally all I have done in this episode is talk in your voice. But look, I take my literature very seriously, and I know this isn't, you know, this is a video game, but it might as well be literature. It is a visual novel, and it is written, so it is a piece of literature. So this is the end. I've worked hard and read every last word, but I can honestly say I never expected anything like that. I wasted so much time. I guess the saying hindsight is 20/20 applies here. Oh my goodness, we finished. Okay, now it's time for the next one. This book here is
Deep stories that really happened and will probably make you cry. All 1,000 volumes of That Love by Monokuma.
I should pretend I never saw this. Maybe you're right. In the interest of time, I think if we did look at that, we might run out of time. This bookshelf has
Worldwide bestseller, The 10 Killing Commandments, Monokuma's personal guide to success and happiness.
Somehow, I suppressed my urge to throw it on the floor and put it back on the bookshelf. Oh man. Is that it? I've looked at all... I've read everything in the Monokuma archive! I feel so powerful! I've understood Monokuma like never before. And my pet pooped itself a number of times. Okay. Well... Where are you, Gundham? 22 minutes in, and we're finally gonna talk to you. No. Yes, okay, you're in Strawberry... Yeah, I think that's your room, right? Strawberry House! Here we come! Where are the stairs? There are the stairs. Oh god, I'm turning to Kazuichi! Well, again, I kind of changed his voice a little bit for the sake of, you know, it being a bit easier to do this one when I'm just yelling, man, ah! But, you know, I mean, it is basically his voice. It kind of feels like it's become more weenie-ish over time, but, oh, I leveled up, dude. Okay. Gundam. Is this yours? Yes, it is. Is Gundam still sleeping? Oh, I hope not. I hope it's not going to be... Because Chiaki didn't give us an option when I Well, I didn't accident... I went to check her room out, but, I went to, see her, and she didn't give me an option, so I wonder if people who are in their rooms aren't going to be able to hang out. Aren't you mistaking which door to knock? I'm not God, you know. What should I do? Can I... Oh, no, okay. I guess it was... just Chiaki, then? I guess I'll listen to your foolish talk. You'd better be grateful. Spent time with Gundam today. Oh shit, actually, hang on. Can I... Yes, I can. I mean, I was going to look at presents, but I think I already know what I'm going to give him. But just to double check, let's kind of go over what we've already seen with him. It's hard to understand, but I can make out the gist of it. Oh, right, yeah, the exciting breeding journal one. Like his, website. It's just a front! Or something. For his, devil website. He's definitely tough to understand. We can tell that was, so much fun to do things really bad. Right. That was the... Tell me about the hamster, right? Like the biggest type of hamster, that was one of them. I don't really remember that one being that complicated. But just, yeah, he likes animals. He's a good guy. Would you like to give Gundham a present? Definitely. Okay, I believe I have a lot of these crushed earrings, so I'm going to give him at least one of those. I probably should have looked through this first, actually, and I do need to figure out some other things to give him. Oh, actually. Okay, so 7 of those. Oh, wait, maybe not then. Okay, yeah, maybe not that one. So definitely give him some Earring of Crushed Evil. I know he's gonna love that. Ooh, the Spectre Ring's a bit weird, isn't it? What does the Spectre Ring do? A blonde earthling is wearing this ring, surgeon's world. Very icy lame joke. Yeah, maybe. That'll be a backup one, just in case. Not much that I'm seeing that I instantly think, oh yeah, Gundam's gonna like this. I wonder if he'd be into Bajobo dolls. It's another one that I don't think I'd give him. Oh, he might like that. Sand God's Stormhorn. Oh, I think I've given him one of these before, but might like that. He would like the iguana, but I only have one of those, and I irrationally like to have at least one of everything. I feel like he'd probably like the angel fruit as well. Alright. Okay, let's give him the earring first. Okay. There it is. He's gotta like that. Surely I never expected a mere human such as you to possess such a legendary treasure. Regardless, you will not be able to control it. It was wise of you to hand it over to me. I will gladly use it. I can see it. Don't get any closer. I only know what you're thinking. What do you know that even I don't know? So you have now then, summon your familiar. No, I don't have anything like that. You've come challenging me many times. I thought you finally obtained at least one familiar. Just as I thought. You are just a mere human. And a strange one at that. Despite what he's saying, Gundam doesn't seem all that annoyed. Yeah, no, I mean, we've seen this in the main story, right? That, like, he's pretty lonely. I guess, in that sense, he's kind of like a nicer version of Chapter 1 and 2 for Yuhiko, isn't he? Because, like, he wants to be included, and he was more included than for Yuhiko, but, like, part of his inherent personality is, like, to be a loner, I guess? Or, like, separate himself from other people. So, or at least that, you know, that's sort of the impression I've got from him. You know, considering the whole, I am evil! I stand above you all! Sort of attitude, you know? Is he opening up to me a little? However, you probably don't understand how pointless this place is for a beast, for a demon beast tamer. Now that you mention it, even though this is a tropical island, I don't really see any wild animals. If this place really was a normal tropical island, I wouldn't have time to talk to you so freely. Many beasts inhabit the thick forests. There may even be rare species that only exist in this land. Just thinking about it makes me tingle. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Nagito said in his introduction that Gundam's like also a conservationist. So yeah, I mean, I can imagine he'd be interested in a new environment as well. I don't think he said that he's discovered any like species or anything. I think it was just like conservationism, saved an endangered species, something like that. So yeah, I mean, I'd say naturally Gundam's pretty interesting. Would be pretty interested in this sort of place. Wow, he's smiling right now. I seem to recall seeing a cow at the ranch. I'm not interested in some domesticated animal. I had a feeling you'd say that. After all, I cannot look at it without feeling pity. Oh. Huh? That's a bit unexpected. Such creatures are born to be eaten by humans. Even if I had the all-seeing eye, I couldn't change that fate. Yeah. I think I said this as well during one of our free time. Well, I might not have been a free time event with him, but I kind of did wonder if maybe he was vegan or something. You know, sort of like Beast Boy style. I'm pretty sure that's the comparison I made then when I said it as well. Yeah, like I don't imagine he'd be okay with eating animals. Or maybe a vegetarian. I don't know, because like, okay, I'm not a vegan. I don't know anyone who's vegan. I don't really know the entire ins and outs, but I think it's you can't eat anything that even comes from an animal, right? Like they don't eat dairy products because milk comes from cows and goats sometimes. So I mean, yeah, I'd be boned. I love cheese, so I couldn't be a vegan, but yeah, I wonder if Gundam is, or I wonder if he's more. Okay, maybe I'm about to liken him to like a caveman, but I wonder if he'd be like okay with it if you hunted a wild animal, or if he is specifically, you know, like that's nature's way, do it that way, rather than raise an animal specifically to be eaten, you know? Thus I try not to involve myself with livestock. Bring a calamity onto my mind, after all. Gundam understands the feelings of animals, so this must be a complicated subject for him. I mean, I guess technically he wouldn't have to own the animals, right? Because like he wouldn't own. Because I was just about to say he could like have these animals, right? He could then interact with them, but yeah, no, I guess that isn't one that isn't really realistic. I say about Danganronpa, and but also it's like you know, if he doesn't own those animals, he sort of knows they have to die. Because I mean, he's a you know, he's effectively a biologist, right? I'm sure Gundam is well aware of death being a part of life, but I imagine it's the sort of like rearing for death sort of thing that he'd take issue with, rather than the fact that they die. Because if he did have an issue with just death in general, he probably wouldn't be a biologist, you know? Considering that, you know, deals with a lot of nature, and, you know, everything in nature dies. Except for the couple of animals that are technically immortal. It's like, I think there are some jellyfish that are immortal, right? Which is sort of like, because they don't have organs or whatever. But I think there's also, like, a type of lobster that's technically immortal, I think. Or maybe it's not immortal, it's something about it keeps on growing forever, or something like that. So, like, even if it dies, it grows or something. I appear to be getting oddly sentimental. Oh, God. I appear to be getting oddly sentimental since I haven't encountered any new demon beasts. I've tamed various creatures such as the Cerberus, the Phoenix, and even the Midgard serpent. It probably means dogs, birds, and lizards. Yeah, probably, but, you know, when you say tamed, what exactly does that entail? I guess it's fine to tell a mere human. I don't believe that you'll get in my way. Basically, you must say, good girl, good girl. Huh? You must repeatedly speak to them and make sure they understand there is no ill will on our end. Actually, that's very good advice. With I think it's dogs, but I think it also is a thing you should do with cats. Before you like pet them, you should let them smell you, because then they'll like, I don't know how they know, but like they'll know by smelling you that you don't mean harm to them when you go to pet them. Because otherwise, to be fair, you are just like grabbing a technically wild animal. I mean, I know they've been domesticated, but there's, you know, still a degree of instinct in there. Especially since, like, cats are quite vulnerable animals. It's also why you shouldn't pet a cat's stomach, because that's where all its vitals are. So, touching there will usually get you bitten, scratched, or the cat will run away. Although there is also the whole thing that I guess if you raise a kitten to not really know that, then they aren't going to be quite as averse to it, you know? Still, I do think there is some natural instinct of, oh, don't touch that! Ah! In order to do that, you need to appear innocent. Of course, there are some who like to be touched and some that don't. Also true, yeah. It's better if you keep these basics down. Afterward, as long as you spend a long time together, you'll eventually hear your partner's words. I'm pretty sure that only happens to the ultimate breeders. I mean, he could be speaking metaphorically. But Gundham seems different from usual when he talks about animals. Somehow his face seems gentler. He must really love animals. Now then. I mean, I think that goes without saying, but... Yeah. Gundam's just... I think Gundam is on another type of the nice character, right? That I can enjoy more than Chiaki. Because whereas, like, I said... was it 2 episodes ago I said this? Or 1? I think it was 2. That I said, oh yeah, like, Mihiru, I like Mihiru a lot, and she's, you know... nice, but her personality has more to it than that. Like, it's sort of layered under a layer of... it's layered under a layer. Like, her kindness is mixed in with, like, this sass and mother hen sort of attitude. It's like, she means well, but she'll also talk shit about you while she's, you know, doing it. Comes with being a tsundere. And I feel like Gundam's sort of the same. Not in like a tsundere way. But it's like he's a really... generally speaking, he's just a nice person. But it's layered underneath this chuny, ridiculous, like, lone wolf attitude. Now then, I wonder if there are evil demon beasts that will rile me up on this island somewhere. Monokuma and Monomi are sort of shaped like animals. They are not animals, however. They are no good. Anything that can talk will eventually betray you. And most importantly, they aren't cute. Ah, I agree. But I don't plan to betray you at all. Such exaggerations coming from a mere human like you. However, it's a nice line. Gundam left the area with a different smile on his face than usual. I hope we'll be able to understand each other, even if it's just a little bit at a time. That's an interesting line to end on as well. I know that was another one where I ended up talking for quite a bit, but it wasn't really... because, whoa, Gundam's so deep! More, you know, it was more just animal talk. But, yeah, that last line... I wonder if that's the center of his conflict then. Maybe it's less that he... Less of, like, the Fuyuhiko sort of, I'm just so cool, I'm a lone wolf, doing my thing, sort of deal with him, and more... He wants to be close to people, but he's also afraid to be. After seeing Gundham walk away, I left the area. Oh well, hello Chiaki. There should be free time. There should be time for me to move around more freely. Yeah, more free time! Well, let's check his report card and let's go find Gundham again. 4. Anything that can talk will betray you. But when I told Gundham I wouldn't do that, his smile seemed different from usual. I hope we're finally understanding each other. Yeah, slow but steady. I mean, we've only got 2 free time events left with him, so... I hope we reach an understanding. Oh, shit, need to go back there. Map! You still in your room? Gundham? Fumiko... Maru... Oh, there he is. Where is that? Oh, Indoor Park. Strawberry hat. Oh, he's feeding the 4 Dark Devas. Oh, that's adorable. Dude, Gundam's just so fucking cute. I'm not... He's adorable. I don't kinda love him. I absolutely adore him. He's adorable as fuck. Oh, his blushing sprite is the cutest fucking thing. Oh, Gundam! God damn! You know what I'm saying? Sorry. I'm serious, though. He's adorable. And cool. He runs a weird gambit. Really... He's great. I love him. Also helps that he's quite interesting as a character, too. Oh, that's cool. I can see him from here. Oh. It's not... Oh. Okay, it's a swing-around area. I thought this was like a... You know, like another room, and I could see him in it already, which I was going to say was pretty cool, but no, it's not like that. Is this pattern some sort of insect puppetry? What? How foolish of them to involve me as its sacrifice. What should I do? Can I even hang out? Oh, shut up, Hajime. You know you like him.
I'll destroy you.
Don't make me get serious! Do you want me to purge your soul from the cycle of rebirth? Spend time with Gundham today, even though he's still acting weird at a time like this. Is he talking to me, or something else? Looks like Gundham and I grew closer today. I would definitely like to give him a present. Should we give him the ring? I feel like he'd like the ring. Like, it's fantastic. It's fantastically named. It's got his ice motif. Let's just do it. Not a bad choice coming from you. I should be able to make effective use of this. If you obtain something again, come show it to me. Hold it! If you come any closer! I know, I won't get close to you.
This too must be the will of causality.
It appears that you finally noticed. The blood that flows within me bears a fearsome curse. Of course it does. I think he's mentioned something about that before as well, like he has the blood of a demon and an angel or something. Ever since I was young, this body of mine was exposed to many poisons that it became poisonous itself. If only a human like you ever touched me, you would immediately decompose and wither away. Thus, I've been trying to make sure you don't get too close to me. Does that mean you've been thinking of me? Don't get ahead of yourself. Even if you're just a foolish human, I'm not so cruel as to yearn for a meaningless death. Can I assume that he's blushing? But he says his blood is poison. What would be the advantage of that? It's not an issue of gains and losses. I became like this because I had to. I have to be like this even if I don't want to be. I've been putting poison in my body ever since I was young. Oh, okay. We're talking in metaphor then, eh? Like this even if I don't want to be. I think that sums him up pretty well. Sounds somewhat plausible. Could it be... well, I was saying we were talking in metaphor. This isn't quite what I meant. Okay. Was your mother's cooking bad? Yeah. Crap, I was only joking, but it sounds like that was exactly it. You wouldn't understand how much pain I had to endure. Plus, that woman would cry if I didn't finish my plate. What choice did I have but to suffer in silence? Don't you feel better now that you've talked about it? I mean, you're actually a really kind guy. Anyway, now that you understand, you shouldn't come any closer to me. Know that if you ever touch me, it would mean death for you. But that's really lonesome. Hey, Gundham, can I ask you something? If you have the fortitude to ask me that! I didn't even say anything yet. When you were in grade school, did you ever hold hands with any of the other kids? It's obvious now, but at the time I was faking my condition. By moving next to the teacher who served me, I was able to avoid questions and survive without any problems. Oh, were you like a shy kid? Did you ever have to do a folk dance? You don't understand! That is a ceremony for summoning evil deities! Fortunately, the school nurse was in the same tribe as me, so I was able to leave without getting involved. I see. Might have been bad of me to point out something so unnecessary. I don't know what to say to him anymore. So then, what kind of people are okay to get close to you? Anyone whose power matches my own, or... No, there's no way such a being exists. You should just forget about that. For your sake. Those words, Gundham walked away. He seemed very lonely. What was he gonna say? He just told me, maybe I could have done something about it. And if I had, maybe he wouldn't have shouted nonsense at me. Oh, I like that. I like this, that Hajime's doing some of the legwork for once. Like, he's actually thinking about the people he's hanging out with. You know? So I mean, it's fair enough to him. 'Cause, again, Hiyoko's first one, where he's like, oh man, she's crying. Those are definitely real tears. Like, no. Obviously not Hajime. But then by the end, when she was crying, and he could figure out that those were real tears, like that, you know, I mean, it was weakened a little bit by the fact that he got it wrong at the beginning, but, you know, he sort of showed that he understood her a bit better, I guess. But yeah, did you really just say anything about Mihiru? I mean, not really. But, you know, it's also, as I said, that Mihiru's pretty... She's, complex in her simplicity, I think is the right phrase for that. Yeah, that seems right. So let's go with it. Yeah, no, he's actually thinking about, the true meaning behind Gundam's words. Well, I suppose you kind of have to, don't you? 'Cause if you just think Gundam's spewing the usual Chunibyo dialogue, I guess someone else has to do the thinking for you there. After seeing Gundam walk away, I return to my room, where we will end the episode. Well, actually, no, we won't end the episode, because Hajime, this isn't your room! Should be more time for me to move... More... Oh, I like that. Oh, I really like that. I mean, on one hand, they might just be giving me a little extra time, because we only had 4 events last chapter. But... I think that they're giving us extra free time, because it's sort of like they're losing track of time. I think that's interesting. That's good. That's good storytelling. What is that? It's like, I guess that's sort of show don't tell. I guess, would you say that? Either way, that's good, like, non-verbal communication of the storytelling. That's really good. I like that a lot. I mean, if that is the point here, and it's not just giving us an extra one. No one can get close to Gundham because his mother's bad cooking filled his body with poison. Is there anyone kind-hearted enough to get through to him? I mean, he's been hanging out with Sonya, and she's pretty, nice. Sort of like a traditional sense, I guess. Which is cool. The Dark Lady, I'm pretty sure is what he called her. Although, I'm sure Gundham said something about him having the blood of a demon and of an angel inside him, right? So, like, I have a funny feeling that, considering he specifically spoke about his mom and not his dad, that, like, not that his dad's a bad guy, but maybe that he's foreign? Because I know there's a bit of a stigma around mixed race children in Japan, which would actually also fuel his distance from everyone else as well, like a lot of other kids. So hey, maybe that's well, maybe that's the case. We're at 50 minutes, but fuck it. Let's finish off Gundam because we spent so long in the Monokuma archive. Oh fuck! I'm gonna need to double check where he is. Gundam. Oh, he's not gonna be in there, is he? I think that's Akane's room. Yeah. That's Kazuichi. Nope, Nagito. In the Monokuma room. Oh, no, there is someone in there. Is he in the lounge, though? No, he is not. Oh, wait, that's Gundam's room, isn't it? Yeah, okay, he's in his room. Wait, who's in the tower, then? Chiaki, maybe? I'm kind of interested to go see. Was it Nekomaru? Wait, no, I think Nekomaru was in his room, wasn't he? Someone's in here. Press the button to make the... Oh, it didn't open. Someone might be inside Strawberry Tower. Is there a cool... Okay. Someone's in Strawberry Tower, so... Let's go see who it is! I really don't know why I'm doing this. I could just check the map, but, I don't know, I like that, I also... Okay. I was gonna say I like that, you know, it's a big area and we're populating it. Well, but I think more than that, I like the fact that we're actually sort of... You know what I said about this being a big area, so it's spread out, a murder can... Yeah, it is Chiaki. So a murder's a little more likely to happen, because we're not all crammed together. I like that they're taking advantage of that. Another, there's got to be a better word for it, but I'm going to say, like... Is it visual storytelling? I feel like it's visual storytelling that... Like, that's the phrase that I'm trying to, come up with here. Oh, hello, we're going in. Yo, Gundam! Talk to me, baby.
Let me tell you.
Heed my warning. Beware the Dark Queen. It seems her true power has not awakened yet. Oops. I've said too much.
Oh, shut up, Hajime. I wish this changed, though, because he clearly likes Gundam at this point.
There's no need to be afraid. I doubt she'd awaken immediately. Even now, the Dark Queen's power is still struggling against the abyss that consumes the darkness.
Gundam continues to talk about this fantasized version of Sonya that he made up on his own. I don't know, I'm sure she'd be down with it, to be honest. Looks like Gundam and I grew closer today. Wow, who am I hanging out with? Kazuichi? Would you like to give him? Let's splurge a little bit. Get a little, Okay, no, let's not give him my other friend's underwear. Let's give him the angel fruit, I think. I think he'd like this.
Hajime, you fiend. You are rather nice.
As long as this treasure is within my grasp,
I will never forget this day.
Oh man, he must really like that one. He doesn't seem like his usual self. Wow, that is super appropriate for giving him that present last then, eh? Nice.
Why do you keep following me? In truth, there's no way I'd ever associate with someone like you. But still, why do you continue to hound me? Does this mean my absolute mental defenses are wearing off?
I don't know what you think this is, but we're friends who are working together to escape.
Ah,
What the? He seized up all of a sudden.
settle down! Down, sword hand! Settle down, my wicked arm! Are you a Kotodama user? You wish to manipulate me with false words and cheap tricks, don't you?
I'm not trying to manipulate you at all. In fact, you're the one who said I'm just a mere human with no special abilities whatsoever.
You wouldn't understand. I'm in isolation for a reason. There will never be a day when you understand why I became who I am. I'm the offspring of an angel and a devil, a cursed being shunned and rejected by everything in this world.
Yeah, I'm sure he said something like that before. I hope I didn't just make that up and it turned out to be true. At the very least, he's definitely said something about, like, the blood of a devil in his veins, right? Or maybe I'm just thinking of, like, I can be your your angle or your devil, you know? But I'm sure he said something like this before. Or maybe this is just like the time with Kyoko, where I randomly said something before they actually said it, and it turned out to be true. Like, I kind of just assumed. But I'm sure he said something like this, right? Or maybe the devil's actually his mum.
Once I lose the only thing I love, I'm destined to spend my days being devoured alive by demon beasts.
What is the only thing you love, Gundam? Your animals?
Truly I am mankind's natural foe, evil incarnate, a walking cataclysm, a shapeless insanity, Gundam Tanaka!
He sounds like his normal self, but there's definitely something different about him. Yeah, he's a little more...
Stay away from me, I don't want you to be hurt.
Sort of. There might be a kernel of truth hidden in the words he just spoke. I think there always is a bit of a kernel of truth. He just dresses it up because it's how he speaks. It's true, I don't know anything about what drove you to this point, but I definitely believe you're my friend. If I didn't think that, I wouldn't be able to go on. That's it. That's the only reason. As long as you're my friend, I have no desire to take anything away from you and try to force you to change. It seems that I completely misread you. I never expected a human like you to contain a singularity. Have I been promoted from a mere human?
You asked me the other day what sort of existence would be capable of touching me.
Actually, that was today, Gundam.
The answer to that is the singularity. A being who can make the impossible possible by overcoming various limitations.
Huh? Am I really that amazing?
Don't get ahead of yourself. A simple creature like you does not have that much power.
I have not unleashed even half of my power yet.
However, I can lend you my powers as long as you yearn for them.
Then I'll leave this to you.
What?
For you to say something. For you to say that so easily. Well, who cares? Lend me your hand.
I stuck out my hand like he told me to do, and after some hesitation, Gundam slowly gripped my hand. His hand felt like a normal person's hand, and I definitely didn't wither away and die.
This, the contract is complete. I will not allow you to die without my permission.
I really want to say that to him too, but he'll definitely yell at me if I do. Instead, I gripped Gundam's hand so tightly that it started hurting. somehow became a battle of endurance, but I felt a strong bond between Gundam and me. Which reminds me, it's been a long time since I felt so happy being acknowledged by someone. Ah! Ah! That's wholesome. You just unlocked the skill Infinity Unlimited Flame. Wow. I mean, I kind of already know what it is. The game kind of spoiled me. Okay. Gundam spent all day teaching me to use that ability. By the time I returned to my room, I was exhausted. That was a night. That's. Oh, wait. What time is it right now? I was gonna say, that's kind of a weird one. Because it's not super complicated, but I don't know. What time is it right now? I don't know. We're running at the end. Maybe I'll talk about Gundam next episode. You know, started off with a discussion piece. It's already 10 p.m. Just as I thought, I can't get a sense of what time it is when there are no Windows or Monokuma announcements. Still a little early, but I should go back to my room. Okay, well, I mean, if they're going to give me free reign, I guess I'll end the episode here. We'll look at Gundam. I think it has something to do with the silencer, right? Increase the power of the silencer. Okay, yeah, well, cannot be combined with cheat code. Wasn't that Chihiro's skill? In Danganronpa? After I told Gundam that he's my friend, he called me the Singularity. After signing a contract with a handshake, he said he would not let me die without his permission. Thanks, Gundam, for the vote of defense. Yeah, I like Gundam. I like him a lot. Again, he isn't like... I mean, I don't know. Because it's one of those characters, or he's one of those characters you can sort of speculate on, can't you? Because there's certainly kernels there. I picked up on a couple of them. Like, he's probably intentionally left like that, right? He's intentionally left somewhat mysterious. Which is cool. Yeah, I like that. But yeah, I'll talk about it more next episode. What a jam-packed one, am I right? And I guess next episode, well, will it be next episode? It probably will be, right? We'll probably have more free time next episode. Considering that there isn't really a morning place we can congregate. So yeah, I guess we'll carry on with Chiaki, get 2 more of hers done. And then we'll probably hit the murder. Oh, fun. Anyway, see you guys. Oh, wait, actually, hang on. Let me check on my pet first. But I'll see you guys in the next one, where we... you did poop. See you guys in the next one, where we will... I mean, we might get straight onto free time. There might be something in the morning. I don't know. Either way, as I already said, because I have no outro. See you guys in the next one. And until then, goodbye.